back to No Cover TV podcast. Look who's in the house next to me. The Briar Payne Band is in the house. Oh, yeah, we're going to have a good time tonight with this interview. And I think I'm going to get in trouble, big trouble tonight, but we'll find out a little later. Anyways, I want to thank each and one of you out there for checking out the No Cover TV podcast, all the audio shows on Spotify, which are on YouTube now, and of course, these great video shows that we're doing that are on YouTube. We are live now on Facebook and YouTube, and of course, this stays on YouTube forever. So you can always check out the artist interviews, and we have a lot of fun. Check out the future shows coming up. A lot of great artists from around the world, all genres and age groups. You just be amazed at some of these youngsters out there that are kicking ass and making me look real bad. That's not good. So anyways, I got to thank a bunch of people out there that are sending me their great artists to get the story of music out there. Let's start. Sandra, I got to shout out to Sandra from De La Parra Entertainment, Zeus to Zeus Management, Legion Entertainment, Round the Clock PR, SBM Global Media, Kaipo Entertainment, Adrian Hall Music Management, and of course, Oz Oscar from Blindfolded International Management. Whoa! There's a lot of great people out there helping great artists like Briar Payne. Oh, yes, indeed. Now, let me catch my breath because I don't know if they know what I'm going to do next, but my three favorite words, what are they, people? Support, 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 support these artists. Go to their shows and pay that cover charge if there is one. Then get to that swag table, get yourself a CD, an album, a hoodie, a T-shirt, keychain, bumper sticker, coffee mug. Oh, my, it goes on. Then get out there to that stage and enjoy that show and see if you can stay afterwards. Meet these great artists, possibly get an autograph. You never know because they're all going straight to the top. And remember, these artists love doing what they're doing. Put a smile on your face. Your smile kicks right back to them, puts a shitty grin on their face and a big old smile sometimes. Oh, yes, it does. Music makes the world go around, I think. Yeah. So let's get to our interview today. The Briar Payne Band is in the house. How you doing, guys?
Doing good, man.
Good.
Great.
Awesome, gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. You guys are freezing like I am because you're in Michigan with me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So where are we located in Michigan? Where are you at?
We're in Baldwin, Michigan.
Oh, you're from Baldwin?
Yeah,
Okay.
Baldwin by, well,
Yep.
over there,
Up in the north there, a little colder up there. So, guys, I want to thank you for joining me today. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank
we're
you,
glad
man.
to be here.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
I've been listening to the music and rocking out. Wow, you guys kick ass. Unbelievable.
You're flattering me.
I'm flattering. Let's butter them up a little bit before I hit them hard with the questions. Oh, yes, indeed. But you guys are amazing. The music's amazing. It brings me all over the board with memories and inspirations and things like that, the people I've listened to in my journey and stuff like that. But I don't know if you've seen the interviews at all, but before we get into your music, I'm going to pick on you guys for a minute. Can I do that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm used to it, yeah.
You're so okay.
Whipping boy with us. Pile on.
This is great. First of all, I want you all to introduce yourselves and what instrument you play.
All right, go ahead, Brian.
I'm Briar Payne, and I do vocals and guitar.
All right.
I'm Jim, and I do guitars and sing a little bit.
Okay.
I'm Max, and I play the keyboards, and I sing every once in a while.
Okay.
I'm Ryan, and I play the bass. And
All right.
I'm Mike, and I play drums.
And Mike the drummer. This 5-piece outfit makes a Briar Payne Band and a rock out. So before we get to your music, I'm going to pick on you guys. Now, since I've got all of you, I can't spend a lot of time on tearing you guys apart individually, so I'm going to have to make this kind of quick a little bit. Now, where do I start? Yeah, I know where I'm going to start. Usually, well, I'm going to the drummer. Oh, Mike! Mike. You play the drums, my friend, and you're a hell of a drummer. How long you been banging those sticks?
Oh, man. Moving on 50 years.
50 years, my friend.
You make me feel old, dude.
Right? Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Now, what made you pick the sticks up? Do we have a little a temper or something, or we got to get some frustration? Oh, what's up?
Actually, I tried guitar when I was a youngster, and I just couldn't get onto that. So
You got the drums, and your parents actually let you have the drums?
oh yeah, they got my first kit when I was a teenager. So
No shit. Wow. Okay. Let me ask you this, Mike. First album you bought?
Wow.
You're stumping him.
I can't even think of it.
That's when they were engraving stuff on stone, man.
When I
It was-
started
Hieroglyphs.
playing 45s back in them days, and I think it was Frankie Valley.
Frankie Valley.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sherry, I think it was.
Yeah.
Remember that song?
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
I don't even know who that is.
Right. That was a while back, guys. Oh. All right, Mike, I'm going to leave you alone for a second. We'll get back to you. Oh, wait a second. Before I go any further, Mike, listening to your drumming, it's great. You're not using a double kick. You're using a single kick. You're not using a speed pedal. But I feel like I'm hearing some jazz influences in your playing. Am I right?
I would think so. Yeah, I'd listen to jazz music over the years.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing in that playing. You're a great drummer, my friend. All right, let's move it over to the next old guy over there, and that'd be Jim. All right.
The oldest, yeah.
So, Jim, you're the guitar player, vocalist, and stuff like this. When did you pick that guitar up? What year?
Oh my goodness, I was 12, so yeah. So
So the Einstein had just invented the particle,
Yeah.
and there was
right. It was a long time ago. I was 12 years old, so 65, 67, 68, somewhere in there.
Really? Do you remember what guitar it was?
Yeah, you know what? The first guitar I ever got was a Gibson. I was like,
Was it really?
oh, yeah.
Wow.
But there's a trick to it. See, I wanted a Gibson so bad, and my dad and everybody in the family kind of played a little bit, so it was kind of a hand-me-down kind of a hobby. But so he got me a Gibson, but I was so glad to have it. The only problem was that you could reach down when you were holding it between the strings and it was the strings were about that far off the neck, but it was still a Gibson. But that was my first.
Even though the strings were up 3 inches, it's still a Gibson.
I would have been pleased with 3 inches. So that would have been great.
What are you playing now?
I play an old Fender and a Les Paul. Kind of swapping back off Italian Les Paul. They seem to work out good for a tandem.
All right, good deal. Who am I going for next? Max, I got to talk to you.
Oh, what's up, man?
You're a keyboard player.
Yes, I am. That is right.
Okay, you probably started out as a piano player when you were younger?
Nope.
Well,
Can it get much younger?
it kind of started.
Right.
Who was it that entered that giveaway for that little Casio keyboard?
Mom, maybe.
Someone in the family won something, and it came with a little a kind of cheap Casio keyboard. It could make a couple sounds. And I learned to play the entertainer on it, and by the entertainer, I mean the first 3 seconds or 4 notes of the entertainer. And then this guy told me, "You're a prodigy," and that's how that went.
You're right. You listen to him. He's a prodigy. All right. Because you are damn good. Now, when I'm listening to you playing the keys, I'm hearing some influences. Are there any influences behind your style of playing?
Yes, Billy Joel. He's a heavy one.
Billy Joel's a heavy one.
All the time. Elton John, Billy Joel. Probably my 2 favorite pianists.
Okay. How about keyboard players?
Keyboard players.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, there's all kinds of them I listen to.
Yeah. Okay. What brings me back is the Silver Bullet Band. Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. The keyboard's there. You sound a lot like Robin Robbins.
Take that for
That's
a
a new
compliment.
one.
That's a new
I haven't
one.
heard that one yet.
Al, let me put something here on this kid just a minute. Because we're kind of in a remote spot out here in Baldwin, it's the woods, right? We don't have a lot of people around us. Max, I don't think you know another piano player personally, do you?
No.
He's never taken a lesson. He picked about 2 years ago. He wasn't even playing like professionally. He was just dabbling and not playing. And then he saw us play at a venue one night, and he told us, and we've been saying, Max, you really should learn the piano. We could really use the piano.
Yeah.
He saw us play, and he came to us that night, and he said, you guys look like you're having so much fun. I want in. I want to try it. So we bought him an M Audio 88 and set it in front of him and said, here, learn. And that was 2 years ago, and he's come by himself in 2 years where he's at right now.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is. It really is. So I got to put that feather on him. Yeah.
Big props to you, my friend, and a good pat on the back because it takes a long time to learn an instrument. To cover a keyboard or piano in 2 years, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Whoa. And I'm actually good friends with Robin, so I'm going to actually mention you to him when I talk to him next.
Oh, I'm getting shout outs. Thank you.
No problem. That's what I'm here for, my friends, to promote the music in you. That's right. All right. Let's move on to the next victim, and that would be Ryan, bass player Ryan.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Now, with all my bass players that I have, you're trouble. You play a 4-string or 5-string?
I play 5-string.
5-string. There's 3 ways of playing it: plucking it, slapping, or picking. How are we doing this?
Well, it depends on the song, really.
Very true, because you do a wide variety of music, and we'll get with that in just a second. Now, how long have you had the bass in your hand?
Oh, it'll be 18 or 19 years.
18 or 19 years. Why?
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Well, started my get chicks. Yeah, sure. No, I had a buddy who played the drums when we were in 2nd grade. I picked up he had a cheap bass in the corner, and I kind of was just bored at his house, and he was playing drums, so I picked it up, started playing, and haven't stopped since.
Haven't stopped. Well, good for you, my friend. Good for you. Do you have a certain model that you like to play?
Yeah, I do. I play a Fender Jazz 5. I bought this 8 years ago, and I have not stopped playing that bass since. So.
It's a great bass. A lot of bass players use that. That's awesome. All right. Briar. You're right front in the middle, brother. Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
Now, how is this? I see you're Briar Payne, and the band's name is Briar Payne.
That's those are the Pains.
That's the Paynes.
Yeah. So the name wasn't exactly chosen, and it wasn't my choice.
Okay.
It was actually sprung on me as a last-minute decision before our first show we did together. About what? How many years ago? 4 or 5?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. And it was just like, oh yeah, Briar Payne Band. I guess you'll go up on that. And it was like, okay, I guess if you want to, that's cool, but no pressure.
No pressure. So basically, go ahead.
We were hired to do the Blessing of the Bikes here in Baldwin the first year of our 3-year run with them, 4th coming up after this one. But Briar came up on stage and the guy said, I have to introduce you. What's your band's name? And we were like, we don't have a band name. We're looking at 20,000 plus out there, and we're like, just call it the Briar Payne Band. Briar's like, no! The Briar Payne Band. And it's like, yeah, I was like, oh, here we are. So
here we are today. You're not the first band that I've run into that have gone to a festival or a show and haven't really come up with a solid name yet, and they want that name there and then so they can put it on the bill and announce it. So there's some really cool names that people come up with right on the spot. All right, Briar, you're a young man. You play the guitar. When did you pick it up? What age?
I picked it up about 7 years ago. So around when I was 12, 11.
Okay, 12. All right. Well, what brand?
My first guitar was a Schecter Diamond Series Griffin. And about a little while after that, I fell in love with David Gilmour, and I said, you know what? I want a Strat, and then I got a Strat, and then I got a Gibson, and I haven't stopped Gibson since.
Well, now, who's playing rhythm? Who's playing lead?
We switch between the two. It's
you
like
just switch.
Yep, I'll do lead, he'll do lead, whatever the song calls for.
Okay. You started at 12. Jim, about the same age. How long did it take for you guys to kind of figure the guitar out, feel comfortable with it? How many years did it take?
I'm not there yet.
I'm not.
We're not there yet.
I'm just now starting to understand what a fretboard is. Like, it's you're telling me.
That's great. Oh, that's great. We got Ed Kite that just popped up and said, "What's up, guys?"
Hey, what's
Howdy.
up, dude?
Thanks, Ed. We appreciate that, my friend. You're awesome, brother. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we know Brother Ed. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, yeah. That's a great guy. Awesome guitar player.
Yeah.
Most definitely. All right, let's go towards what you do now. You guys are hell of a musicians, great band, but now you're playing mostly the genres of the 60s and 70s, the classical eras, aren't you, music?
Right now, yeah.
For the
Okay.
smoke.
Right. Now, we got 3 younger guys in the group. How did we all decide on classical music?
They played it when I got here.
They played when I got here.
It was on the set list when he picked it up. Yeah.
For me, it's sort of been a life thing. Growing up and having an older father, it gave me older music choice. And the first album I personally bought myself was Magical Mystery Tour on vinyl, and it was an original copy. So it was
Nice.
already off to a good start, just
Right.
into it. But it's just like when I started guitar, it was ELO and Pink Floyd. It was everything I could possibly get my hands on that was that classic stuff, and I just loved it.
He had an old soul from the time he first started. He didn't come to me with saying like, "Oh, who's this modern artist?" He would come to me and say, "Hey, have you heard Procol Harum?" Or I'm like, "What? Where did you get that from?" Or,
Right.
Bringing stuff way back, and I'm like, and he loved it. That's all he wanted to listen to. I'm like, okay. So
Incredible. Now, does any of you have any 80s bands that you like?
80s bands.
Huey
80s bands?
Yeah,
Huey Lewis.
Yeah,
Huey Lewis?
yeah, we do one of his.
Okay. Anybody else?
Oh, well, we do.
That was the big hair.
Yeah,
That was
era,
the
wasn't
big hair year. So
I didn't listen to.
he also we do Tears for Fears.
Tears for Fears. Real nice. That's cool.
Let's see.
Oh, Tommy Castro.
yeah.
Tommy
we do some
Castro,
yeah.
We got some of that in there. So we have some stuff from the 80s. A lot of it is just like very early 80s, that 81, 82, 83 time.
Right. Does one of you put the spandex on when they're playing?
Yeah, it's the two older guys here.
We have to rub Ben Gay on to help slide it up, though.
Yeah, I want to see Jim and Mike in spandex. Let's do this. Tiger Stripe. That's great. Okay, so now this band is fairly new. How long have you been together?
3 years, I think. This will be our 3rd year playing the Blessing on the agreement with them.
So probably 4 years.
Yeah,
4 years.
4 years total.
I've only been here 3.
Yeah, Ryan's been with
He's
us
the
3.
new guy.
Yeah.
He's the new guy. Are they treating you good, new guy?
Yeah, for the most part, I get fired every practice, but then I
Right, you're out of here, but we'll see you next week. Right on. Oh, we got another one. Gene Glover. Hiya, guys. Bill Glover listening in from Avon Park, Florida.
Billy Bird, what's up, brother?
All right, my friend. Thank you, Gene. Appreciate that.
Long way.
That's a long way, Florida, man. Send some of that sunshine and warmth up here, please. Oh, man. Definitely. So 4 years, you're doing some great stuff. Now, you do covers. Now, how many originals do we have?
4 out right now.
4 out right now. Do you plan on just putting those out as singles, or do we want to accumulate enough to put an EP together?
We released them as singles on everything, so we have the 4 of them out right now. But we do have a bunch of songs right over there that we are getting prepared to start putting together. We want to put an album out, I'm pretty sure. That's
nice.
what I have in mind.
Well, we understand to get to where we're wanting to go to play more festivals and whatnot, which we're more geared for. They want us to do nothing but our own stuff, and we need to establish our own identity by doing our own music and not pulling covers all the time. So we're going to gravitate towards doing more of our own stuff as fast as we can.
Well, good. Does each of you have a favorite cover that you guys play, or do you all on the same page with the same cover?
I feel like it's probably all over the place.
I think me and Mike we're big Allman Brothers fans. So,
There you go.
not speaking for him, but I know we like him. If we're doing an Allman Brothers cover, I love it.
I like Playboy.
Yeah, I like doing Supertramp too. That's fun.
Supertramp. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I listened to that Supertramp album when it came out, and then I put the Beatles' White Album on. I haven't been right since.
Right?
I haven't been right since. I want it back. All right, let's continue on, my friends. Before we get any further, can one of you gentlemen please tell everybody on podcast land where they can find the music, you, where you're playing, what you're about?
We have a website, www.thebriarpainband.com, where we have our shows listed on the website, as well as beautiful pictures of our faces people can stare and look at.
Right on.
We have all of our songs on Spotify and YouTube and every single streaming platform we can possibly think of.
Good.
It's all pushed out there. So, it's just dependent on the wonderful people to get out there and
That's right.
check it out.
If you go says, "Hey Siri, play Briar Pain Band," one will pop right up for you. It's no problem.
There you go. You're Siri. She's spying on you anyways. So now do you guys all split up the PR work and all that, or do you have somebody on the outside that helps you with PR?
Yeah, we work on that as hard as we can. Me and Mike, we'll take road trips to go around and visit people, when we can. And you got to get out and meet the venues for them to know who you are. So it's important that we don't overlook that part of it.
Sure. Okay. Let me ask you this. Do you guys ever break down and just do acoustic sets?
Yes.
Yeah.
We do. Yes, we do.
Bravo. I didn't expect that. Wow. Nice. So versatile.
Max will do an American Song, Horse with No Name. Briar will do Ventura Highway.
The big thing is during the middle of the show, we put our electrics up and we put stools on the stage and we sit down and we play acoustics and we do it that way.
Not me.
No, not right.
He's a bass player. He refuses to play acoustic
I think
bass.
you
It's
ought to
weird.
get one of those
I would play that.
Yeah.
Not with this.
You better watch out, newbie. Oh man, I know bands that'll grab that pink underwear and put it on the newbie. Watch out. Yeah, exactly. Right on, brother. All right, man. Now, looking around and stuff, and I'm very impressed. You got quite a lot of fans that are digging you guys. What do you think of that?
Well, we're glad to hear that. We dig them.
We dig that, yeah.
Right on. We dig you more. Hey. That's a good deal, my friends. Now, are you playing out quite a bit?
Not as much as we'd like to. Mike, you help me with this. We're not so much set up geared to play like as a dance band bar, so it kind of limits where we can play at. I mean, we do, but it's not really what we're set up to do. So festivals and the outside stuff, if you give us a pavilion to play at, and we're so happy we can just stretch out. It's a 25-foot footprint for us to get ourselves all set up with the keys and all of us. So a lot of times we can't accommodate into a small venue.
True.
So
you find yourself playing on the bigger stage more than the smaller venues?
yes.
Yeah,
And when we first started, we had two drummers. We ran two drummers for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, and they may come. We go back to a percussionist or something like that. But we love playing. Mike loves playing off another guy. It's really great, So,
Okay. Cool. So I know smaller venues are more personal. People are real upfront on you and stuff like that. Do you like it more that way, or being on a bigger stage where they're out there and you can see everybody? And
I like to be able to see the people. I don't like being like face to face, blocked. I like to see who's coming to see the show. I really appreciate it.
Definitely. So now let me ask you this: have we thought about, it might be early in the game, but a little bit of a tour around the state or tri-state, Ohio, Indiana?
So that's what we were just talking about.
We were just having talks about that.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, good. Well, ETA, when do you think that could happen?
We're going to start putting in for next year's festivals and see how many we can get and start bouncing around the area. The biggest thing it's been logistics for us to try to carry all of us and all of our gear, and it's going to be a problem for anybody in that position. Is trying to get the vehicles in place and all. It's a logistical nightmare that people don't understand that part of it, but that's part of the game.
Oh, yeah, it is. There's a lot of logistics when you go on the tour there. Now, let me get to your singles, your songs. Are you using your own home studio or are you using somebody else's studio?
Right here.
It's all done.
There it is. There's the studio right there.
We all duck this way, you can see the back of it. Yeah, see, there's a studio.
Duck! There we go. There's the studio, everybody. That's where the magic happens. Oh my! I don't see any lava lamps or black light posters or anything.
No, that's my room.
Oh, that's your room. That's great.
The ISO booth is right there. There's no telling what goes on in there when we're not looking. So
right on. Now you mentioned you did the what was it? The Toys for Tots, the biker run type thing.
Yeah, Toys for Tots. Yeah, we do that every year. That's fun.
And that's with the bikers.
Well, how that came about is the people who hired us to do.
He said that's with the they're different things. They're separate.
Right, but what came about was we were doing the busing of the bikes here in Baldwin, and one of the stipulations was that we agreed with the people who ran it at the AmVets here.
Mm-hmm.
That we could use their ballroom one night a year. That was part of the agreement. And what are we going to do with that night? So we might as well do something useful with it. So through the first year, we did a Toys for Tots drive on ourselves. The next year, the people from Osceola County, the Toys for Tots, Osceola County, and Lake County chapters got with us and asked us to sponsor it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was honored for the Marines. And so now we're doing it there. We just got asked to do it again this year. So we have a ball doing it, and it raises a lot of toys. So
It does. That's a great thing you're doing. Have you done any other benefits or fundraisers?
Goodness, yeah.
We did.
Seems like that's what we do.
That's what we do.
Yeah, we love playing. We love playing for just the community in itself. The Rambat Theater, we gave our pavilion in Reed City. We threw one just for the crowd. We've done the Winger here in Baldwin several times. And for Briars High School, we played to raise money for their senior trip. Just called them a stage. And
Cool.
did that a couple
Back
times.
when that happened.
Yeah.
When was that senior trip to see a Briar Payne band show?
Oh, I wish.
Here you go, kids. Oh.
I'd love to hear how those guys sound, you know.
I hear they're pretty good. That's great. Oh, great. Oh, and I want to talk about a few songs here. Now, new song, is that Money Show?
Yep, Money Show is one of the latest releases that we did,
Great.
along with Rosita.
Mm-hmm. Rosita, great.
And the recorded version of Mother's Medication.
That one I want to talk to you about. Who wrote that?
I do.
Did Mama need medication?
Yeah, well, probably with me. Yeah, quite a social story there if you kind of really get into it a little bit. So
I listened. Now, I was listening to, was it I Freed the Freak?
yeah.
Unbelievable, guys. I mean, I love the funk sound to it. And where does the brass come from?
That comes from
That's what I'm thinking right there. That was great. What was it? Max, did you think of putting the brass in there, or did somebody mention it? Do that.
It was a collaborated effort on this guy's part, but we worked together and we got the brass in there. And I feel like because of the influence that the brass in that song has, I'm becoming more experimental in the current songs we do with brass more.
Sure.
And they complain about it a lot in practice because I keep putting brass in songs where it doesn't belong. But it's all about the experimenting process. I'm just trying to find out where it fits. So.
Before you know it, you're going to be a full-piece orchestra.
We put 25 or 6 to 4 from Chicago on him, and he does it just fine.
Really? Wow.
I manage. I would say fine. I manage.
The man is good. Now, you mentioned Rosita. I love that because you got that salsa sound going on.
Yep.
I'm loving how every song you change it up a little bit, but not too much, just enough to make you know that there's something different there with the sound and quality.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
That's awesome.
Kevin was with us on that recording.
Yep.
Kevin was
Yep.
with us.
Kevin,
Percussionist.
helped us out record that.
Yep.
Okay. Who writes most of the music?
I write the lyrics, and then I tell these guys basically what I'm thinking, and then they persuade me that it's not supposed to go like that.
No.
God, they know what they're doing. So, but we put it together collectively, and it works out that good.
Yeah, the entire process is he gives us the beautiful song of his life, and we say, you're playing it wrong.
Yeah.
We'll show you how to play this. Oh, my God.
Let me show you how you talk. It's okay.
Now, Jim, when you write your songs, do you strum it on the guitar, kind of get some chords down, and then bring it to them?
Sometimes on the piano.
The piano. Okay.
Yeah, I like to compose on the piano. It's a little more free for me to run chord patterns on there in single notes than it is on the guitar.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. All right, guys. 31 minutes, man. We're having a good time here. Now, I want to get to some fun questions.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. And since there's 5 of you, I'll let, I think I've got 5 questions. One of you can each answer one of them, all right?
Mike, the hard one.
Yeah.
They're all hard.
So what's your name? Oh, damn.
Hey, all right, let's start out with an easy one here. Okay, I'll tell. Well, let's pick it out. Okay, Ryan, this one's for you.
All right.
All right. Lock it, buddy.
I'll take right answers for 500, Alex.
I'm ready.
All right, I want 2 answers.
2.
You're going to think around the world. Around the world, I want you to think.
All right.
2 stages you want the Briar Payne Band to play on anywhere in the world.
Man.
Oh. Gotta say, Royal Albert Hall would
Yes,
be
that's it.
amazing.
Absolutely.
That'd be my number 1.
Come on, do the second one. Come on. I know what's
You know where it's at?
Yeah.
Roll the dice.
Let's see.
I do, but it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Red Rocks, man.
Yeah.
I think me and Mike personally would want to head over to Winterland for a little bit. I wish it was still up,
Or
man.
the Fillmore.
Oh yeah, the Fillmore.
Yeah.
Fillmore.
Yeah.
Wow, good choices. Nice. All right. Let's see who am I going to pick out for the next question. Okay. All right, Mike.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Here you go, Mike. No, I think I'm going to get some good answers on this one right here. Now I'm going to let you have 2 answers on this question, Mike. These are people. A person you and the Briar Band Payne want to jump on stage with that you've always wanted to in your heart. Who in your heart have you guys always wanted to perform with? Dead and alive.
Perform with?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dead and alive.
Oh, he's got us.
Butch Trucks would be one of them.
Butch Trucks. Yeah.
It's trucks.
Jeff Beck.
Ooh.
Jeff.
Oh.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
So,
Yeah.
There you go. I'm liking those choices.
that would be wild tight. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Jim, I think I'm going to ask you the next one.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Since you've been playing a long time, how many bands have you played in?
Me? Half a dozen to a dozen, somewhere in there, so 6, 8, 10, I guess.
Pretty decent success with most of them?
I had some fun playing down in Memphis for several years. That I got to play with some good musicians down there. That was fun. Success. I think just being able to say that I got to play with some peers and I was accepted is good enough. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you this question. I want you to think back to those days. And even today when you're playing with the Briar Payne Band. Okay, you hit the stage, you start playing. You got to let's say there's a crowd of 500 out there. You start jamming, you start singing. The people turn around and start moving towards you, start grooving, start swaying, maybe dancing. Hell, I don't know, maybe they're singing your songs to you.
Happens all the time.
Oh, yeah. Well, when you see that, Jim, How's it hit you in your heart and make you feel?
Man, that's an adrenaline rush that you can't write down, you can't describe, you can't color in a book. It's a very personal rush that I can't even describe to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Playing live, period. Playing live. It's always that way.
The other we played a venue the other day, and it was everybody just spun around where they were at, and right away there was lighters out flicked, and people were yelling, and when you get that crowd involvement like that right from the very get go.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we hadn't even been into the first song like maybe I don't know 2 bars, and they were all spinning around. It's like that's what you're looking for. It's like that contact right now,
Yeah, definitely. Man, and you never forget those moments, no matter how many there are. That's the greatest thing. That's the greatest thing, definitely.
Like when you're playing golf, and you play golf, Al?
Used to. I have bad shoulders now.
You go out and you play all day, and you haven't hit anything that resembles a decent shot, and then you'll hit one shot, and it makes you want to come back next week. You hit 1,000 bad.
Right.
Turn around, it'll bring you back every time.
It does. All right. Oh, Briar. Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Doing okay.
I want to throw this question to you. Who does most of the singing?
I do.
That's why. Okay. No, so maybe this is a good question for you then. Okay. And I want you to be honest with me because nobody's watching, nobody's listening. Nobody cares.
Hi, Mom.
Okay, Al. Okay.
Most embarrassing moment on stage, Briar.
Oh, I get to.
There's a lot.
Well, I got pen and paper.
My favorite one, I think it was when I went to go sing Love Potion No. 9, and I went to go sing the first 3 words, and they came out as hemina homina, just something. And I sort of remember the light shining on me, and I just put my head down and just quietly muttered a word I can't say on live. But, it was absolutely mortifying. It was one of the first times I mega messed up to the point where we had to stop a song live and just re-go into it, and it was like, oh dude, that was
just keep going.
The best part is the show must go on. The show must go on. Definitely. Mike, the drummer, I want to ask you, you throw your sticks at anybody once in a while?
Yeah, I lose one from time to time.
Over at practice the other day.
Stink eye every time I do it.
At practice the other day, we were in the middle of a song, and I feel it strike me in the back. Just okay, well there we go, he got me.
That's great. My drummer used to lay me out too. It is what it is, I guess. Now, let's see, Max, you're the newbie, right? Or was that right? Yeah.
Oh, I'm certainly the youngest, that's for sure.
The youngest, all right. Since you're the youngest, and you've only been doing it a couple of years, how's your nerves when you get on that stage?
You know what? That's one of the things I can say I'm most confident about.
Really?
I don't get fear of crowds, really. Now,
Really?
It's very specific. Back when I was in high school band, and I had to play in front of, judges, 3 old guys in a room, that's scary. That was scary. But when I played in front of thousands and blessings with bikes, I felt nothing. I wasn't quivering on nothing. It's really strange how that works.
Oh man! Now, out of all 5 of you, do any of you have any quirks or things you do before you go on stage? Any rituals?
Go to the bathroom.
Right. Make sure you take a whiz. Hey.
I can't eat a thing. There's no way I'm going to eat before I go play.
I like a good Shirley Temple before I go on.
Shirley Temple, there we go, man. That's great. Now, when you guys are all done, packed up, you all go your separate ways and go home, how long does it take you guys to wind down for a show?
Hours.
Yeah.
Hours.
Sometimes I up the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it all depends. When we play for a really big crowd like the Blessing of the Bikes, and you're that's so much adrenaline in your body for the day, and when you're playing for 20, 30,000 people, and you can see out there and there's no end to the crowd as far as you can look.
Right.
By the time you leave that stage, you're vibrating so hard, and you've left so much on the stage because you don't want to hold back, so you play as hard as you can for these folks. It's a recuperation process when you get done with that. Yeah.
It is. It definitely takes it out of you, and you do need to recoup on that stuff. I see, what is he, getting a little bit of radio play from 94.1K?
Oh, we love Mr. Chad over there. He does a good job for us, and
Very
he's
good.
good bud. Yeah, 94.1
He
K
does
Rock.
good, guys.
Yeah, Jim Rushing. Yeah, the
Good
Rushing.
deal. Good.
Yeah.
You get any more press or radio stations or any more podcasts other than me coming up?
Yeah, because we're doing a main event at the Ramsdale Theater in Manistee at the beautiful Ramsdale Theater over there on the 25th of April. I know we're going to be doing television and a press setup for them. So, yeah, we got
Wow.
yeah.
Excellent, guys. The Briar Payne Band is in the house, gentlemen. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being on the show today. Thank you, gentlemen. It was great. Lots of fun. Thank you very much.
I had a good time.
Yeah.
Definitely. Got a couple more questions before we get out of here. One more time, shout out to where they can find your music and stuff.
Spotify, YouTube, thebriarpainband.com. You know, anywhere you want to.
Stop by the studio. We'll be glad to
Stop
see
by
you.
the
Get your butt up north. There you go. Bring a shovel. A couple more questions before we get out of here, guys. In the next 5 years, where do we see ourselves with our music?
Doing a lot of original stuff and trying to play some of the bigger festivals.
There you go. Good deal.
We want to push out to those places around Michigan. We want to make ourselves more out there, and we want to put out more originals. And we're still in our infancy with this band. Really, we're just pushing into actual real full on. Hey, we got to think about this territory.
Right on.
So it's all a lot of planning, but I know that within 5 years, I think we will honestly. If everything goes well, you never know what's going to happen. But if everything goes well, I think we will be in a very good spot within 5 years.
I agree.
And festival spots, and I think it'll be great.
Yeah, I think you guys are going to knock a lot of doors down. You're going to open up a lot of doors and opportunities.
Well, we got guys like you helping us out, man. We can't go wrong.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. I'll always help you out, gentlemen. Last question before we get out of here. You got any advice for these kids out there that want to do what we do?
Yes.
Just keep playing.
You just don't stop.
Play it. Don't stop. Just
Don't
play.
stop.
When you think I'm stuck on a certain spot, you're not stuck. You just have to take a break a minute, take it back off again.
Keep going.
Right.
For me, it's like guitar becomes another part of you, but you also need to give your mind its own rejuvenation because it's a lot of heart and soul. You're it's your brain going 100% into that thing, and it's your full concentration. And sometimes you can just get burnt out, but you shouldn't let that stop you. It's okay to take small breaks. And for me, I find that when I take breaks, I come back better than before. And that usually, goes for everyone. Some people just need breaks, and that's how it's got to work.
And you also got to know that you're gonna mess up, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Messing up is part of learning how to do it.
That's right.
That's right. It's how you grow in the business. Definitely. Learn from your mistakes and definitely stick to what you do and believe in yourself and don't give up. Most definitely. All right, Briar Payne, man, this is your show. How do you want to end it? You got anybody you want to say hi to, hey to out there?
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. That's great, guys. All right, everybody in podcast land, thank you for watching the great show with the Briar Payne Band. Check them out if you're in Michigan and around. And what town you usually guys play in? Or are you just all over Michigan?
Man, we're just all over. But the Manistee area right now, Ludington, Baldwin, we're all over.
They're all over. So check these guys out. Get out there and check them out. Like I said, support. All right, guys.
25th of April, 7 o'clock Friday night, Manistee. The Ramsdale Regional
Theater.
Tickets are online right now. Please support us. Go out there and get those tickets.
Do it for my birthday.
Yeah, it's his birthday, 18th birthday on that day. let's make it a big
Is
day
it
and
really?
fill that place up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know that.
18th birthday. Wow. Happy birthday, young man. That's great. All right, gentlemen, we're going to get out of here. Say peace to everybody. We're out of here. Until next time.
Ladies.
Peace.